Hey guys, it's Chris Mitchell with Chris Mitchell Guitars and Devil Cat Amps, Anaheim, California in Winter Namm 2015. We've of course got our normal lineup, our Jimmy here and our Western Tolex and our Cane Grill, always the most popular that we sell. And our Devil Cat Jimmy of course has the dirt stage, the clean channel, the overdrive channel, reverb and a master channel with a pulled bright. And of course, like always, our channels cascade over each other. So you can use the dirt over the clean channel or the dirt cascading over the overdrive, giving that really heavy crunch. The same is true for the Jimmy Jr. You've got a dirt, an overdrive, and its normal clean stage. And what we did to reduce the amp size, we removed the EQ from the Jimmy and took it down to shared EQ between the dirt, the overdrive, and the clean channel, and it's a really well-balanced shared EQ. It's not like we sacrificed anything. We also added a pull bright to our volume on the Jimmy Jr. for those guys that like to play them on the floor. Rounding its way back up is the Mean Gene. Of course, you have the dirt stage. Again, we put that on everything. A boost and a tone. So you can actually make the boost cut higher in treble, or you can pull it back in case you're playing like a Strat style guitar or anything with a single coil, and you can pull that back so you're not killing your audience with all that treble when you boost. And of course, our EQ, master volume, and reverb, just like everything else. And in the Mean Gene and the Mr. Terry, we have our Accutronic short tank reverb, so it's a very good reverb in this amp. You've also got the dirt stage for the Mr. Terry, the contour, allowing you to dial the amp from dark to bright. You've got a boost, so if you want to grow into those cranked up solos, that's the way to do it. And of course our EQ stage with a master volume and a reverb. And all of our amps have a wonderful sounding reverb. We didn't skimp anything on the reverb. You're going to love the reverb in all the Devil Cat amps. All right guys, I want to remind you that our Bubba Blue has been one of our most popular sellers. Everybody loves the Bubba Blue, especially when you have the stripey going straight through it. It reminds you of a 50 Surfboard or a 57 Chevy, and you can't beat that. Our dark transparent black is another popular color for this show. A lot of guys have really liked that. It's a beautiful color. We got a subtle burst around it. It's to the point we're calling it charcoal to give it a little bit different flavor. And now we're going to talk about, we've reintroduced the two-tone burst, and I put some trapezoid inlays in there just to remind you of the guitars of yesteryear. So we've got the two-tone burst coming back. A lot of people have dug that one for the show. Over here, we've got our Candy Apple with the stripey, which is a nice complement racing stripe. Everybody loves the Candy Apple, the stripe. It's one of my favorite go-to guitars. And without further ado, our two best sellers, hands down, are the Georgia Honey and the Georgia Sunset. These two guitars, they just pull you right in. I want you to look at that. That finish on that body just pulls you right in. There's no getting away from that. Everybody loves that finish. And if you guys don't have one in your shop right now, you need to. Thank you. This is Chris Mitchell with Chris Mitchell Guitars from Winter Namm 2015. You have a great show and a great year.